There are hundreds of people who think they are possessed. One can use energies negatively to cause harm to somebody else.
Normally when somebody dies, we say, this person is no more, but that's not the truth.
There are many aspects to it. If I say these things, you will start imagining things tonight.
Is what we refer to as hell.
When a person dies, not done, a certain type of tendency will drive us in certain directions.
There are hundreds of people who think they are possessed and all this. There is a science like that. One can use energies negatively to cause harm to somebody else. It's mostly receded, very little of that is happening. But if you live in certain areas, certain parts of the country, this is very rampant.
When a person dies and his information is not done, his prarabdha is not done, then life is still vibrant, but body is gone. Whatever karmic substance which is still not dissolved, which will form a certain type of tendency, will drive us in certain directions. There are many aspects to it. If I say these things, you will start imagining things tonight.
Your physical body is something that you have loaned from the planet on which you live. When the time comes, the planet will claim it back. But the other dimensions of you, especially the karmic shell, continues to play. If it is in a certain level of awareness, the disembodied being is in a certain state of pleasantness. It is this that is being referred to as heaven, because they have left their physical body in a certain state of awareness. They enjoy the sweetness at a certain period of time, a holiday, a vacation, before you take on another physical body. Similarly, if people live in certain states of fear, anxiety, anger, in certain states of ignorance, the karmic shell has acquired a certain kinds of unpleasantness about itself. This unpleasantness is what we refer to as hell.
According to Sadhguru, within 21 to 24 minutes from the moment when a doctor would declare a person dead, Samana starts exiting. Samana is in charge of maintaining the temperature in the body. The first thing that happens after death is the body starts cooling down. The traditional way of checking whether someone is dead or alive is to feel the nose. They would not check the eyeballs and other parameters. If the nose has gone cold, they concluded that he is dead. Somewhere between 48 to 64 minutes after someone is considered as dead, prana exits. Between 6 and 12 hours, udana exits. There are tantric processes through which we could revive the body before udana exits. Once udana has exited, it is practically impossible to revive the body. Then somewhere between 8 to 18 hours, apana exits. Subsequently, vyana, which is preservative nature of prana, will start exiting and may continue to do so for up to 11 to 14 days if it is a normal death. That is, if someone died of old age because life became feeble. For that period of time, certain processes will continue in the body. There will be some element of life. If someone died in an accident when the life was still vibrant, unless the body is totally crushed, the reverberations of this life will continue somewhere between 48 and 90 days. Your experience of death is that someone is gone, but the experience of that being is that he or she has exited the body. Once they have exited the body, you have no business with them anymore. You cannot recognize them anymore, and if they came back, you would be terrified. If people you love died and would pop up again, there would be terror. Not love, because your relationship is with their body or with their conscious mind and emotion. Once someone dies, those two aspects are left behind.
Normally when somebody dies, we say, this person is no more, but that's not the truth. No more the way you experience it, but he still is in any other way.
Don't take body lightly. It's not a small imprisonment. Unless you break it open, you cannot leave it, isn't it? But when one realizes how they got in, now they know how to leave.
If a person consciously sheds the body without damaging the body in any way, like shed your clothes, shed your body, your consciousness, then we say this in Mahatma. When a person leaves like this, that's like truly no more.
One thing is, if you have such impacts, you come and sit in the sphere of Dhyanalinga, because there are occult dimensions to Dhyanalinga which just nullifies all this. One Paurnami or Amavasya, when things are more receptive for you, just one day, just sit there and go, that's all. It gets taken care of.
To receive free tips on food, health, diet, lifestyle, and Sadhguru's upcoming programs, you can join us on WhatsApp, Signal, and Telegram, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook by clicking on the link below.